Morning. Sorry I'm looking a bit rough, but it's just before service. It's quite early. Just got back from walking the dog. I keep getting asked now to do how I do poached eggs. What's the secret? There is no secret. Basically, it's a fresh egg. I use a little ramekin to crack the egg into before I put it into the poaching pan. That's my poaching pan. You don't need one that big. I use that because sometimes I'm doing 8, 10, 12 at a time. So perfectly fresh egg, which is what you need. I would suggest that you get them from a local supplier, local farm shop, whatever. They tend to not be so fresh if you get them from other outlets because they're sat on the shelves for a long while. So what do? Dead simple. Crack the egg, pop it into the ramekin. You don't have to be too fussy about it. Get the egg, and I'll do this with the phone. I don't know how it's going to turn out, but I'll try and show you. So basically, we've got the egg. He's a small one actually. What you can do is just let the water go into the yolk, round the egg a little bit, so it just sets it before you tip it in, and then just gently tip it in. Because it's nice and fresh, the white stays around the yolk, and it just starts to poach in the just bubbling water, as you can see. So, how do you know your eggs are fresh? Well, have a look at this. While that's poaching away, let's have a look. You can see how the egg lies perfectly horizontally at the bottom of the jug. That means it's perfectly fresh. What happens with an egg as it starts to get older is the air sac inside the egg increases, and what happens is the egg starts to rise. So it'll gently rise like that as it gets older and older. If they're like that, they're fine for omelettes, possibly even fried eggs. If they get like that, you could possibly use them in baking. If I was you, I just wouldn't use them. And if they're floating, or you could cook them and give them a dog. If they're floating like that, just throw them straight away. They're not fresh. So that's it really. That's the only. There's no vinegar in the water. That's gently poaching away. You don't wrap them in cling film, because if you do, the egg's not touching the water, so it's not poaching. The same with the poaching pan. It's in a plastic cup, being cooked by the heat, but it's not actually poaching. So that's it really. No secret, no vinegar in the water, as I say. Just get your temperature of your water right, so it's just bubbling like that. If it's boiling a little bit more, that's fine. What you can do, little trick, if you get a container of ice water and you're doing a lot of them, say you've got some friends around for breakfast and you're a little bit nervous about doing it, do it the day before. As soon as you've cooked the egg, put it straight into the ice water. It won't cook anymore. You can do 8 or 10 of those, put them in the fridge. Next morning, get your poaching pan just bubbling again, warm them up for 30 seconds. You're done and all the pressure's taken off.